Hello friends, Namaste, a very warm welcome to the Crochet Hook channel. See, today we are going to learn how to crochet this very simple and yet very elegant looking crochet top. Here I have created this hexagon motifs in crochet separately and then joined them together to bring out this beautiful top. Added these pom-pom edging on the lower part of the top and around the sleeves as well. For the friends who are joining me here for the first time, please do consider subscribing to my channel. That really means a lot. Having all that been said, let's get ahead and crochet this top together. This is the top that we are going to crochet together. I've already stated that I first created these hexagon motifs separately and then joined them to create the top. This is the hexagon motif. I've already shared the pattern for this motif on my channel. Please go ahead and check the link in the description box for the pattern of this motif. Also in the iCard I've shared the link for the video of this motif. So first go ahead and crochet 30 such motifs. I have stated that we need 29 motifs completed till round 6 and just keep one, the 30th motif, that is totally complete with its 7 rounds. And let's understand a little summary about the top, the terminology that I'll be using during the video. So this is the first row of the top and I created 6 such motifs, 1, 2, 3, 4, one on the back of this one on the back of this one. So 6 motifs for the row 1 and same here for the row 2 also. I created 6 motifs and then join them together in a round. See, these 6 motifs are joined together. The first and the last motifs are also joined together at the end. So first and second row are worked in rounds. So this is the second row and here also I have 6 motifs created. The number is same for the row 1 and 2 and I have joined them in full circle for the row 2 as well. And also the motifs in the row 2 are also joined with the motifs on row 1 on these edges. And nextly, this is the third row and I'm just considering these 2 motifs for the third row, not this corner ones. I'll be explaining them later. So the 2 on the front are joined like this and 2 corresponding motifs on the back of the top are there and they are not worked in a round. They are not worked in a round. The 2 on the front are joined together and with the row below like this, and the same way it's done on the back side as well. And the third row is not worked in rounds, remember. And nextly, so just the 2 on the front and 2 on the back are joined with each other and with the row below. And nextly here, these 2 motifs, I'm talking about these 2 motifs, I'll be referring them to as armpit motifs as they come on the armpit side. See, this is the armpit position. So I'll be calling them as the armpit motif. And these 2 motifs, I'll be referring them to as the shoulder motifs that are being halved and put on the shoulder. So this is the terminology. Let's see what's done with the sleeves. So this is the armpit motif, this is the shoulder motif, and here these 2 motifs are joined with this top corner motif of the third row. And if we move down the sleeve, the 2 motifs are halved and joined together like this, and the rest 2 are placed like this, one atop another. This is the position. And then joined with the row above. So let's get ahead. So after having worked the top and the sleeves, we'll just work the simple border, the edging around the lower bottom of the top with pom-poms, the very simple and easy edging, and the same pattern for the edging is followed around this sleeve side as well. And then after having completed this edging around the bottom of the top and the sleeves, we'll just simply work this elegant border around the neck to sum it up. So let's get ahead. Here also I have prepared the schematic diagram for the positioning of these hexagon motifs on the top. So if at all you get acquainted with the very easy joins that is being worked between the motifs, you can simply follow the schematic diagram and join them on your own. So this is the row 1 here, and then this the row 2, and above it is this is the row 3 where we have 2 motifs on the front, 2 on the back that are not joined in a circle. This is the armpit motifs as I've already explained, and here on the top we have these are the shoulder motifs that I'll be referring them to. These are the motifs that are being halved. So here I have dotted the motifs blue which are being halved and placed like this, see, and the motifs that are widespread, I have dotted them red, so it will be easy for you to identify and place them likewise. So the halved ones are dotted blue and the full ones are dotted red. So just like this for the sleeve here, We'll join the two halved motifs like this on these positions, and the rest two are placed like this, one above another, and joined likewise. So this schematic will definitely help you on the go. And just go ahead and crochet 30 motifs, 29 work till round 6 and 1 till round 7. To understand that you can work this top in any size you wish, and I've already shared the dimensions of this top from the shoulder till the bottom, and this width on the bust side and the length of the sleeve, so it will give you an idea of the size. Also keep in mind that when working with the cotton thread and when you are adding more of the motifs in the row 1, row 2, row 3 and everywhere, keep the number of the motifs in row 1, row 2 and row 3 even. It has to be an even number of motifs, then it will be easier for you to work. This is a very important tip for this crochet top, and it will definitely help you in working out this top into any size you desire. So let's get ahead with this. And here also you might need to change a few placing on this sleeve side if you're working it with a cotton thread. So here you might need to put the entire motif here on the front, an entire motif on the back, and you need to put an extra motif halved on the edge likewise, and it might help you creating this same top in cotton thread. So here I have taken two motifs. This is the one motif which is completely complete with all its 7 rounds done, and in this motif I've just completed it till round 6. So let's join them together. So here in the motif that we are still working, I've just completed the round 6. Then into the next chain 5, work slip stitches 2 times, 1 and 2. So we slip stitch 2 times to reach the center of this chain 5, then chain 1, and into the same chain 5 work 1 SC like this. Now yarn over into the next chain 5, will create a corner. So then yarn over and work 6 DCs into the next chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Having completed 6 DCs, chain 1 and slightly pull the loop up, and now into the corner of this worked motif, just bring the loop through it like this and chain 2, 1 and 2, and then we'll work into the current motif. So then yarn over and into the same chain 5, just finish the corner, work 6 more DCs into the same chain 5 space in the current working motif. 4, 5 and 6. So this corner is complete. Into the next chain 5 here, work 1 SC. Let's have a look. See, this is how it looks. Having joined the corners of the two motifs, now we'll work joining the central section of the 5 chain spaces. So then here, chain 2, after the SC, work 2 chains, 1 and 2. Then in the next motif, in the very next chain 5 space after the corner, from this side inside the hook, work 1 SC like this, chain 2 again, 1 and 2. Now in the working motif, in the next chain 5, work 1 SC like this, chain 2 again, 1 and 2. In the motif on the back side, in the next chain 5, again from this side inside the hook, work 1 SC, chain 2 again. In the working motif, in the very next chain 5, this is how it looks. We are joining this midsection. In the next chain 5, now work 1 SC. So we have very properly, beautifully joined the midsection of the chains, and this one corner is also joined between the two motifs. Now we'll work the next corner and join it with that next corner on the other motif. So then yarn over and into the next chain 5, work 6 DCs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Pull chain 1 and pull the loop up like this. Again from this worked motif into its chain 3 space through the corner, pull this loop like this and chain 2, yarn over again, and we'll create the corner in this motif. So then yarn over, work 6 more DCs into the same chain 5 space below. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Having completed the corner here, this is how it looks. See, very beautifully we joined the 2 corners and the midsection of the chains. And nextly, we'll just work the round 7 around this current motif. So into the next chain 5, work 1 SC. And we'll again, because we're just going to complete the 7th round, so then chain 5. Into the next chain 5, work 1 SC, chain 5 again, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Into the next chain 5 here, work 1 SC. Yarn over, into the next chain 5 will again create a corner, so then work 6 DCs into the next chain 5. We are creating the next corner of this current motif. So work 6 DCs, then chain 3, yarn over, work 6 more DCs into the same chain 5 space below. We are just completing the corner here. Then into the next chain 5, work 1 SC like this. So now we have the 2 pieces joined together on this edge, and in the current motif here, simply complete the 7th round till you reach the end here, just before the corner where we have the SC. Just move till there and I'll see you here. Just work the 7th round according to the pattern. So here I have finished working the 7th round around this working motif, work the last corner and also work this SC in the next chain 5. We'll now work the 5 chain spaces 2 times and join it. So after this SC that we always work after the corner here, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Into the next chain 5, work 1 SC, chain 5 again, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and here in the next chain 5 we have 1 SC here. Into this SC just work a slip stitch to join the round 7 here in this current working motif. Put a knot, secure it well, cut the thread. So here we have 2 motifs very beautifully joined on the 2 corners and in the midsection as well. Now likewise we'll join this motif with these 2 motifs here on this edge. We'll first create the corner, then crochet the midsection together and work the corner, and then create the 7th round around this working motif later on. So here into any of the chain 5 spaces, there's the 6th round completed motif. Into any of the chain 5 spaces here, just pull in the loop. You can simply tie a knot here as well in this chain 5, or simply bring in the loop as you wish. And we always begin working with the corner, and before the corner we always work 1 SC. So here in this chain 5, bring in the loop, chain 1 and work 1 SC here, and then we'll work the corner. So yarn over into the next chain 5 here, work 6 DCs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Then chain 1, pull the loop. Now in this working motif through its corner chain 3 space, just pull in the loop through it and chain 2 like this. Yarn over, we'll finish the corner. So into the same chain 5 space in the current working motif, work 6 DCs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So this corner is completed. In the next chain 5 space here, work 1 SC. Let's have a look. So we join the 2 motifs with the corner, and now we'll work the midsection together and join them. So chain 2, and on the other motif, in the very next chain 5 space after the corner, From this side in this chain 5, from this side just work 1 SC into it, then chain 2 again. In the current motif, in the very next chain 5, work 1 SC. Simple. Then chain 2 again. On the other motif, in the very next chain 5 space here, work 1 SC from this side as shown. Like this. Chain 2 again. In the current motif, in the very next chain 5 here, work 1 SC. Simple. So we have one corner joined well, and this midsection of chain 5 spaces is also joined beautifully. Now I'll create the next corner in the working motif, and alongside we'll join it with the completed motif. So then yarn over into the next chain 5, work 6 DCs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Chain 1, pull the loop through the corner, next corner of this completed motif, just pull in the loop through it and work 2 chains, 1 and 2, yarn over in the same chain 5 space below. Here work 6 DCs to complete the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Simple. Into the next chain 5, work 1 SC. So we have very beautifully joined these two motifs together along this side. This corner, the midsection of the 5 chain spaces, and the next corner is well joined, the same way we did with the earlier 2 motifs. And now simply complete the 7th round around this working motif, and I'll see you here at the end where we will join it with the motif. So here we have 1, 2 and 3 motifs joined, and I have worked it till end. Just like this, we'll be adding more motifs to it. So let's bring in another motif here, and with the next motif also we'll just join this row, work the corner, midsection of chain 5 and then a corner, and then complete the 7th row round around it. And just like this, we have to join a total of 6 motifs together. So here I have joined 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 motifs together in a row like this. This is the 6th one that I joined with this 5th one, and I'm just working on it with the 7th round. And now we will simply fold it into half because we want to join the 1st and the 6th motifs together. So just be very careful while folding it. It should not turn around. So just fold the 2 motifs, fold this entire panel into half and bring the 1st and the last motif together like this. And here in this motif, in the 6th one, I have worked this 3rd corner. I have worked till 3rd corner here, and now we'll begin. So work this corner and the next SC is also work. So then work 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Into the next chain 5, work 1 SC, chain 5 one more time, 3, 4 and 5. Into the next chain 5, work 1 SC. And now we'll create a corner in the next chain 5, and alongside we'll join it with this corner here in the motif 1. So yarn over into the next chain 5 space, work 6 DCs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Then chain 1 and pull the loop, and now through this completed corner, through its chain 3 space here, just bring in the loop through it as shown and chain 2. And now yarn over again. We'll finish this corner in the working motif here. So just work 6 more DCs into the same chain 5 space below here. Work 6 DCs here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Into the next chain 5, in the current motif, work 1 SC, chain 2, and here in this first motif, in the very next chain 5 after the corner here, through this side, inside the hook, work 1 SC, then chain 2. In the current motif, in the next chain 5 here, work 1 SC, chain 2 again, In the first motif, the next chain 5 here, from this side inside the hook work 1 SC, chain 2 one more time. In the current motif, in the next chain 5 here, work 1 SC. Simple. So we have joined the first and the sixth motifs with this corners together and this midsection of the chains done. Now we'll again create this next corner in this working motif and join it alongside. So then yarn over into the next chain 5 in the working motif, work 6 DCs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Chain 1 and pull the loop up. Now through this worked corner into its chain 2 space, just bring in the loop like this, work a slip and then chain 2 again. Now we'll finish the corner in the working motif, so then yarn over into the same chain 5 space below here, work 6 DCs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we have completed this corner here. Into the next chain 5 here, work 1 SC like this. Simple. So here very beautifully we have joined this section between the two motifs together, and now simply work towards completing the 7th round around this working motif, and I'll see you here at the end. So here after this corner, chain 5 into the next chain 5, work 1 SC, chain 5 again. Into the next chain 5, work 1 SC. Into the next chain 5 again we'll create a corner, so then work 6 DCs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Chain 1 and pull the loop. Just work 3 chains, we are not going to join it. So work 3 chains and work 6 more DCs into the same chain 5 space. We're just finishing the corner, simply going about the 7th round. And now, having completed 6 DCs, into the next chain 5 here, work 1 SC, then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Into the next chain 5, work 1 SC, chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Into the next SC here, just work a slip stitch to join it completely and work a slip knot, cut the thread, secure in the knot and the loose ends well. So here very beautifully we have joined the first and the 6th motifs together on this side. So now here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 motifs of the row 1 joined properly in a round. So now we are going to work the second row of the top, and I have taken this motif which is completed till 6 rounds. So just pull in the loop through any of the chain 5 spaces like this. Chain 1 and work 1 SC here in the same chain 5 space. As we always work, we will always begin working it with the corner. So then yarn away into the next chain 5. Work 6 DCs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Chain 1, stretch the loop. Now just place these first round motifs like this, and between any two motifs we are going to join it. So we'll first begin joining it with the corner here, with the 2 corners that are already joined in the row 1. We'll join this corner with them as well. So I'll just bring it the entire thing like this, and now in this join between the 2 corners in the row below through this side, just work a slip stitch between them, then work 2 chains and then yarn over. We'll finish the corner here in the current motif. So yarn over into the same chain 5 space here, work 6 DCs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Into the next chain 5 here, work 1 SC. Now we'll be joining the midsection of this current motif with this motif here below. So we'll be working the join between the chain 5 spaces, and then we'll join the next corner of the 2 motifs So then chain 2 and into the next chain 5 in the motif below here. To this side work 1 SC, chain 2 again. In the current motif in the next chain 5 work 1 SC, chain 2 again. In the motif below in the next chain 5 work 1 SC from this side like this, then chain 2. In the current motif in the next chain 5 work 1 SC, simple. So we have joined this corner with the 2 corners that are already joined the row 1 and then created this midsection also of the 5 chains that are completely properly joined. Now we'll create a corner in the current motif and alongside we'll join it with the motif below in its corner. So yarn over into the next chain 5 space, work 6 DCs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Then chain 1, pull the loop, and because we are joining this motif with this motif here, so through this corner just bring in the stretch loop, through it and chain 2. Then yarn over, we'll work and complete this corner here in the current motif, work 6 DCs into the same chain 5 space below, 1, 6 DCs into this chain 5 space below, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, simple. Into the next chain 5 work 1 SC. So have a look, we have joined so far this much. So we joined the corner, the midsection and the next corner is also joined, and now we'll work this motif with the 7th round till we reach just before the 6th corner. See, till here you have to work it because we'll again be joining the last corner with that motif below in the round 1. So just work the 7th round till you reach this 6th corner here, and then we'll again work the join between these next 2 motifs here. So here I have worked this motif till 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 corner and next chain 5 spaces 2 times, and now we'll create the 6th corner. So after this 2 times chain 5, we'll create the 6th corner in the current motif and join it alongside with this motif in the row below. So then after this SC that we created after the second chain 5 here, yarn over into the next chain 5, work 6 DCs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, chain 1, pull the loop, and in this corner below just through it, bring the loop, work a slip, then chain 2, and now finish this current motif corner into the same chain 5 here, work 6 more DCs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Into the next chain 5 of this current motif, work 1 SC. So we join the corners together between these 2 motifs here, and now we'll join the midsection. The corners, the next corner is already joined, we'll just work the midsection. So then chain 2 in the motif below, in the next chain 5 through this side, insert the hook and work 1 SC, chain 2 again. In the current motif in the next chain 5 space here, work 1 SC, work 2 more chains, 1 and 2. In the motif below in the next chain 5, work 1 SC, chain 2 in the current motif. See, we have this SC in the next chain 5. So just work 1 slip stitch into this next SC to join it here. So we began joining this motif from here till here, then we reached this corner and completed it till here. Now just put a knot properly, cut the thread, secure it well. So we have very beautifully joined this first motif of the row 2 with the motifs on the row 1 below, and now likewise bring in another motif that will be placed here. So, and we'll just join it the same way we did with the first motif. We'll create a join here, then with this corner, then along this side of this motif in the same row, create it till this last corner with 7th round, and then again work the join between these 2 motifs till we reach here. So let's get ahead. Here's the motif that is completed till 6 rounds that will be placed here. Now you have very properly got to know what we are doing. So we'll first join it here, work the corner and work all the way around in the same way. So let's get ahead into any of the chain 5 spaces the same way as we always do. Just bring in the loop, chain 1, work 1 SC. We always begin working with the corner. So yarn over into the next chain 5, we are creating a corner, so then work 6 DCs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, chain 1, pull the loop. Now I simply turn it all around so that it faces me like this. It will be easier for me to work here as we are going to join the corners. So in this, the 2 corners that are joined in this row 1, at the center of it, insert the hook through the center, pull the loop, and you can work a slip here, then chain 2 and then yarn over. You can either work chain 1 or chain 2, that's fine. Then yarn over and we'll complete this corner. So into this chain 5 here, work 6 more DCs in the current working motif. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we join the corner and into the next chain 5, work 1 SC, chain 2 and into this next chain 5 in the row below in this motif. To this side we are going to join the midsection. To this side, just insert the hook, work 1 SC, chain 2 again in the current motif. In the next chain 5 here, work 1 SC like this, chain 2 again, 1 and 2 on the motif in its next chain 5 that's below. Here work 1 SC, chain 2 again. Now in the current motif in the next chain 5 here, work 1 SC. We properly joined this midsection of the chains, created this corner first, then join this midsection. Now we'll create a corner and join it with the next join of the corners below. So here yarn over into the next chain 5 space here, work 6 DCs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, chain 1, pull the loop, and here into the next join of the 2 corners. At the center of it, insert the hook, work a slip stitch like this, pull up the loop, work a slip stitch, then chain 2, yarn over, work 6 more DCs into the same chain 5 space below to finish the corner here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. The corner is well created. Into the next chain 5 here, work 1 SC. Let's have a look. So we began joining this corner, creating it, then we worked the midsection and again create the next corner. Now again we'll join the midsection of these 2 pieces together and work the next corner and join them together. Let's get ahead. So then after this SC, chain 2 and in the next chain 5 space on the other motif, work 1 SC, then chain 2. In the current motif, in the next chain 5 space, work 1 SC, chain 2. Again in the next chain 5 here, on the other motif, work 1 SC, then chain 2. In the current motif, in the next chain 5 space, work 1 SC, and then, so here we have created this corner and the midsection. Now we are going to create the next corner and join it alongside. So yarn over into the next chain 5, work 6 DCs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, chain 1, pull the loop and just insert the hook through the next corner on the other motif, work a slip stitch and chain 2, yarn over, work 6 more DCs in the current motif in the same chain 5 space below to finish the corner here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Into the next chain 5, work 1 SC. Let's have a look. So here we began joining the motif from this corner, then work the midsection, join the other corner, work the midsection, and now simply work the 7th round. After this corner, we have joined 3 corners of this motif, and now create the 3 more corners, and when we will reach the 6th corner, here I have finished this 7th round of this motif till this 5th round and 2 times chain 5 and SC, and now we'll create the 6th corner and join it along with this motif in the row below. So yarn over and work 6 DCs into the next chain 5 space below. We are creating the 6th corner of this motif and we'll join it with the next motif on the row below. Work 6 DCs, chain 1, and into this corner where we are going to attach it, just work a slip stitch through it like this and then chain 2. Now yarn over, work 6 more DCs into the same chain 5 space of this current working motif to finish the pattern of the corner here. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Into the next chain 5, work 1 SC in the current motif, then chain 2. On the other motif, in the very next chain 5, after the corner that is being joined here to this side, work 1 SC, then chain 2. 1 and 2 in the current motif, in the next chain 5 here, work 1 SC like this, chain 2. On the other motif, in the next chain 5 space here, work 1 SC, chain 2. In the current motif, in the next chain 5 space here, this is what we are creating, see. So here we have reached the end, so we have this SC that we worked in the beginning, just work a slip stitch through this SC like this. Let's have a look. This is what we have created. We began working it, joining it with the 2 motifs, one below, one on the edge next to it, and then work the 7th round till end. Work, put a knot here, secure the thread well. So this motif is well attached. See, I have joined a total of 5 motifs of the row 2 the same way we did with the first motif, and now we are just going to put the last motif here. So this is the motif that is completed till 6 rounds. This is the place where it has to be joined. See, we'll begin working a corner here, join it with this corner, work the midsection, just cover all the corners, all the midsection that are to be joined, and reach the end, completed till the completed 7 round of this motif. It's a very simple pattern to follow, so we'll just be doing it, and the row 2 will be completed then after having finished. So until now we have this first row properly joined with 6 motifs, then we join the 6 motifs on the second row, and then this is the third row, and here in third row we just put these 2, and we have not put these 2 for the underarm section, and we just put the 2 pieces here, and then we put the 2 pieces on the back side. So in the third row here we have not joined them completely. The 2 pieces are joined for the front and the 2 pieces are joined for the back, and they are not worked in a round. So this is how we have completed the 3 rows, and we have not put this underarm piece. Nextly, we are going to put, after having completed these 3 rows, we are going to put this shoulder section. See, this is the shoulder motif that we are going to join next, and this will be halved and put here like this. This motif will be halved like this and put here, and then we'll just, in this 2 corners of this motif, just see the placing. This is the top motif in this third row of the top in the front, and we are just accounting these 2 corners, and from here I'll begin working. So corner 1 of this motif will be joined here, then midsection, then corner 2 will be joined here, and when we folded it into half here, This is the motif on the back side. This is the motif on the back side in the same position as is the front one, and the third corner is joined with this motif here, the midsection done, and the fourth corner is joined with this motif only, and then we'll simply work the round 7 as we don't have this underarm motif until now. So then if we have a closer look in the diagram, we have this 6 motifs for the round 1 done, 6 motifs for the round 2 done, 4 motifs, 2 for the front and 2 for the back side are done, and they are not joined in a round, just the 2 pieces in the front are joined together here like this and here, and the same way it's done on the back side. And we have not put this underarm motif on either sides till now. Nextly we are going to put this shoulder piece here that will be halved and put like this, and with this motif in the front here with its 2 corners here, we'll be joining the corner 1 and corner 2 of the shoulder motif, and corner 3 and 4 will be joined with the corresponding motif on the back side of the top. So let's get ahead with this. So just bring in any of this motif that is completed till round 6, and into any of the chain 5 spaces simply pull in the loop. As we always work, we begin working the corner first. So before the corner we always work 1 SC. So chain 1 and work 1 SC in this chain 5 space, and then yarn over to the next chain 5 space here, work 6 DCs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, then chain 1, and see, these are the 2 corners that we are going to attach it to. This is the shoulder motif, so I'll simply turn it around like this. It will be easy for me to work, to grab the 2 corners. So these are the 2 corners that I've already explained. From the outer corner we'll begin working it, joining it. So this is the outer corner of the motif in the 3rd row here. This is the outer corner. Through this chain 3 space, bring in the loop, work a slip stitch and chain 2. Then yarn over, work 6 DCs in the same chain 5 space below in the working motif. We're simply finishing the pattern for this corner here. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Into the next chain 5 in the current motif, work 1 SC, then chain 2. In the motif below here, in the next chain 5, we are going to join these 2 chain 5s. So then in the next chain 5 here, work 1 SC, then chain 2. In the current motif in the next chain 5, the working motif in the next chain 5 here, work 1 SC, then work 2 more chains. Again in the motif below in the next chain 5, through it work 1 SC, chain 2 one more time. In the current motif in the next chain 5, work 1 SC. Now we'll create the second corner, yarn over into the next chain 5, work 6 DCs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, chain 1, and this is the next corner on the front. Through it just work a slip stitch like this, then chain 2, yarn over, work 6 more DCs here in the same chain 5 space below in the current motif. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we join the first 2 corners. Into the next chain 5, work 1 SC, and now work 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Into the next chain 5 in the current motif, work 1 SC, then chain 5 again. Into the next chain 5 in the same motif, work 1 SC, and here we'll create a corner. So yarn over into the next chain 5, work 6 DCs, and we'll join this corner with the first corner of the motif on the back side that will be corresponding to this corner. In the same position as on the motif on the front side. So here this is the back side, and this is the corner motif of the 3rd row, and we'll first join this corner with this inner corner of the shoulder motif. So remember, this is the third very corner of the shoulder motif that we are joining with the back motif. So work a slip stitch through this corner, chain 2 and yarn over. Work 6 DCs here in the same chain 5 space below in the working motif. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Into the next chain 5 in the current motif, work 1 SC. We'll join the midsection, so then chain 2 in the motif below in the next chain 5 after the corner that we just joined, work 1 SC, chain 2 again. The current motif in the next chain 5 here, work 1 SC, chain 2 again. 1 and 2 on the motif below. In the next chain 5, work 1 SC, chain 2. In the current motif in the next chain 5 here, work 1 SC. Now create another corner and join it alongside. So into the next chain 5, work 6 DCs, yarn over, work 6 DCs into the next chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, chain 1. And now this is the next corner on the back motif, backside motif in the third row. Work 1 slip stitch through it, then chain 2, yarn over, create 6 more DCs into the same chain 5 space below in the current working motif. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. This is the fourth corner of the shoulder motif that we joined with the back motif. Into the next chain 5, work 1 SC. So see, this is the top motif in the third row on the back side. This is the shoulder motif and it's well joined here. And now around this shoulder motif, we'll simply work the 7th round. This is the front and this is the back side. I hope you got it. Now simply move around this motif, working the 7th round till you reach here. We'll end it here, working a slip stitch in the beginning SC. So I have worked it all the way around and work this last corner and this one time chain 5 and SC done. Again work 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are ending this 7th round here in this beginning SC. In the next chain 5, just work a slip stitch to join it here. Our shoulder motif is well joined with the 2 motifs, one on the front, one on the back on the third row of the top. It's well joined, secure the thread. See, this is what we have created. Now we'll put the armpit motif. The shoulder motif is joined. Likewise, join other shoulder motif as well, the same way.